Okay guys, for comparison, here is the Venerable Sentinel Prime. I got this from SHOW.Z, as you guys can see how they scale together. And they actually scale really well together. I'm sorry, my other figures that I was about to show off just fell. And so, yeah, I like this, how this looks. I think this actually works out pretty well. And also, I had compared this one. Well, I compared these three with the Megatron that I reviewed the last time. And it looks like the Megatron actually scales on par with all these. I'm not sure exactly. Well, I know the Megatron was about like Sentinel Prime's height, so I know that scales well. And Starscream, I think, is supposed to be a little bit smaller than Megatron, but I could be wrong. So I think that actually scales pretty well together. And so also for comparison, we have the Starscream from Revenge of the Fallen over here, and I've had this bad boy for a while. As you guys can see, this is like one of the originals, original figures from Hasbro at the time when when Revenge of the Fallen came out. And then this right here is ultimately the Studio Series Starscream. Which, you know, Supertron just scales over all of them. So, yeah. I think that this is a good comparison, I think he is a good scale, because he scales good with the Sentinel Prime, the Megatron, and ultimately when I do get the KO Optimus Prime, because I want to get the Optimus Prime with the chest from, where he looks like he got the six-pack from Dark of the Moon, so I want to get that one instead. This is gonna look good. It's gonna like complete the Dark of the Moon look, which I like. So just a quick update, guys. I actually didn't know, but I guess it's preference, or it is part of the transformation, but I was supposed to have these two things out. They flip out and they fold in. So apparently you're supposed to have that out in the transformation, as you guys can see. I mean, it looks a little bit better, so I was supposed to have that out. And coming around to the back, I also just realized that I didn't have these coming out. So if you guys are transforming this or whatever, or if it comes in the box and it looks like these are not, or like out, they're gonna be tabbed inside here, as you guys can see. So I actually had no idea, but this is the way it's supposed to look when it's transformed. So yep, and it looks pretty badass in my opinion. Makes it look a little bit better. So yeah. Okay guys, we're back and I transformed this guy over here. Oh my god, this guy just looks amazing. I would say to pick this up on SHOW.Z, I got this for around like I think like 65 or something, but I think he's already sold out. So I mean, I'm not sure where else you could get this guy, F-12 Starscream, but this just looks amazing. Nice job with everything. I like how, like, you know, I mean, there's some clutter over here, but I mean, you know, it is what it is. I mean, but yeah, I mean, just the way this guy looks is just amazing. How, like, this guy just looks like from the movie, basically. Like, you don't get that. You don't get that with a lot of the other figures that sometimes come on by Hasbro. So, you know, just the amount of detail that goes into this guy. You know, there's some like clutter because his whole body folds into the bottom, so obviously. So, but it is just really good with the missiles and his thing right here and his gun. So they actually just peg in like that, and you just peg them in and you put them in like that, and then for the bottom, yeah, so yeah, so that tends to happen, and I just made it more thing. But just so you guys see, there's a tab right there, so then you put it on the wing like that, boom. And then same thing with the other side over here, has the tab, so you just put it in there. Even though, you know, you don't really see that on the jet. I mean, overall, just the way this guy looks is just like amazing. Like, and you know what? I'm glad I picked this up because the Hasbro one or whatever, because this is basically like a KO masterpiece. The Hasbro one, I'm not sure. I think it's a little bit smaller, but I just feel like this looks better. And he doesn't have any tattoos or whatever, so, you know. I just say this one is just the better one to get overall. And yeah, if I would say if you're getting a masterpiece collection, to definitely pick this guy up, because this guy is just amazing. You could get him in some good poses and stuff. It's just awesome. Just awesome. Okay guys, for some size comparisons, here we have the Starscream from Revenge of the Fallen right here, the studio, and yeah, so you can see how that works, and the studio series right here, just so you could see. Obviously this one just towers over the rest of them, as you could see. I'm gonna just put it like that. Obviously they just tower over. So Acid Storm, the masterpiece, and those actually go really well together too. I like that. You know, obviously there's more junk on this one because the BayVerse designs have a lot more geometry and stuff to it, if that makes sense. Maybe I'm saying that right or not, but they have a lot more shapes that are just very difficult to implement into the transformation. So yeah, this one folds a little bit better, but you know, the 1980s versions were a lot more blockier and stuff. And the Lego Optimus Prime, which I think that works really well together. And another size comparison, which I'm gonna roll this guy out here, BU right here, which you could see how that works, which is an okay size. Here's Sentinel Prime over here, which I think that's a good size. From the Generation line, I'm not sure if I prime in his truck yet. But yeah, that's how it looks. This one. So then you can see how they scale together. And I think those are really good. I also got, I think this is Thundercracker, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, so you can see how those go. And I'm gonna do reviews on this too, so you can see how those go together. And those go together fairly well. And okay. So, yep. Review on this one. Here's Skywarp. I think, as you can see, still has the plastic on it. Yep. As you guys can see, they do work well. I think they work well also with the Acid Storm too. So, and we come to the back and check it out.